All right, part two of trying to bend this level. I'm going to eyeball down it because it doesn't appear that I did anything to it in the first part. No, I can still see the bow in it. So what I'm going to try now, see if I can get you guys zoomed out here. What I'm going to try now is I'm going to try to bend it with a clamp. I do have some here. Would I have to get one? Might have to get one. If I do, I'll have to run off camera for a second. We'll see what we got here that we can use. And let's put some things under this just to keep it kind of up. Okay, I want this kind of right in the middle of the two, and we're going to pull on it that way. Oh my God. What was that? Oh, the old. I don't exactly understand what just happened. How did this thing flip? You couldn't read it like that. Guess maybe you were reading it like that. Just kind of like that. Now I'm going to get, I can't tighten that. Okay, so I'm deflecting it quite a bit. I need to pull it that way, going based on the assumptions that everything's tight. Okay, now question is, if I put this thing here, this can't shift. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that the dial returns to the same spot every time, which right now it is. So now I'm going to pull on this against that side of the bench. See what I got to do it with. I think this is going to be just too short. Nope. Okay. This will work. How much travel do we have in the indicator? All right, see if we can pull on it now. I think what's going to happen, well, so far we're okay. I need to turn So it looks like that moved a couple thou. Let's zero this thing again. Okay. So that's 5, 10, 15 thousandths. That's 20, 30, 40. Let's see where it goes back to. It almost went back to where it was. So let's go 40, 50, 60, 70. That's probably the end of the travel on my dial indicator. It is. I don't want to break it. So it looks like if I get this thing there, let's go that way. We're engaged. It's the end of the travel on the chronometer. The dial indicator. I don't think so far that it's moved at all. So let's, because 0 is still in the same spot. Yep, 0's at 15. Let's go a lot. Okay, we're on the dial. Let's see if it'll go anymore. Okay, that's the end of the travel on the indicator. Where we are now. Doesn't look like it's moved a lot, but we're going to go back out. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to check it again. Because I don't trust what I'm doing here. I'm just a disaster. Now, right now, I will tell you guys this. Right now, it's pivoting here. And it's pivoting here. This has bent. That's a good sign. This has bent. Because my pivot point now is here and here, which is perfect. It's telling me that if this bench is flat, this is straight. Let's check it and see how much it moved. It definitely moved. think we might have done something good here. I don't know how. Oh man, hello. Guys, I can't see any light through it. Let's try the feeler gauges. I can't see any light through it. I need a flashlight. Where are my flashlights? I don't know how I could have got lucky enough. No. I don't know how I could have got lucky enough that just arbitrarily doing it like that, that I could have hit my number. But I can't see any light through it right now. Do I see any light on the ends? Did I bend it the other way? Nope. I know, I'm going to try, I'll show you the 8,000s. I know that 8,000s won't go through here. Let's go to 4, because I don't think 4 will go through here. Okay, slightly, if I force it, I can get 4 through right here if I force it. Sticking. I can get 4 through right here. Let's go to 5. We could be pretty close here. The question is, how much do I want to mess with it now? I can't get 5 through it. Nope. 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 So 5 doesn't go. So it bent at least 4,000s. 4's tight. I can kind of get it through here, but it's sticky. So 3 should go through. There is no 3 on here. This goes, oh, there it is. 3 should go through. Yeah, I can get 3 through it. And if you see that, it's right here. It catches there. And it starts to catch there. So from here to here, I can still get 3 through it. So we cut it a lot. Let me look down it. We cut it a lot. And now we're starting to get into the accuracy of the other level. All right, so I believe that looking down it, I can still see the curve. I think it's very, very, very slight. So one thing's for sure, that did work a little bit. I don't know. See how far back you guys are so you can see me test the whole thing. I'm going to test the whole thing. Because this has got kind of... Where are you guys? Yeah, let me move you back just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to do some testing on the whole thing. Because I don't know if 3 is outside the realm of normal across the whole thing. I might find other places where 3 will go through. So let's get down, get 5, 4, 3. Let's see if 3 will go through anywhere else. Yeah, I can kind of get it through. Well, it hits, it's tight there. So there's a little spot right here where I can slide 3 in. Let's get this lined up. Kind of right there. It's tight there. Let's check the whole thing, because maybe plus or minus 3 thousandths is good. I can get 3 through right on the end. So the question is plus or minus 3 thousandths good along the whole length of this level? Let's see, I'll show you the bubbles again. The bubbles are reading exactly the same. Get you over here. Crap all over the shop. Drill bits flinging around. I'm gonna lean you over. See, the bubbles are reading exactly the same. But now I wonder if I can put this up here, shine some light through there so you can see it maybe. Because now we're getting into, once we start talking about 3 thousandths here, guys, we're also getting into any dings on the level. I'm going to move you back a little bit because I want you to see something. Okay, so I'm going to just tell you what I'm seeing. I can see, it looks like light through here. Let me get light on the backside. So I can see light through here, a teeny bit. A little bit more kind of under this vial. You can see quite a bit here. And then it's tight on the end. I have nothing, well, a little bit of light there. It gets real tight here. It's almost nothing here. It's really flat through here, both of them. Sorry, I gotta get my head in the way, but shine this through. Of course, I'm gonna move these down. Get around your side again. I gotta take a look through there. I mean, there's barely any light. There's a teeny little bit. Looks like this is now the furthest open spot. And then it goes away like right here. I think that's good. So I think plus or minus 3 thousandths along the whole length, I think is pretty good. You can clearly see if you watch the first video, and we should actually, we'll flip it over and we'll see if we get the same result, but you can clearly see, and we're at the mercy of how straight the other level is too. Now, you can clearly see when you pivot it, put this in the middle of it, that we're getting pivot over here and here, so we're kind of good there. Now when we flip it over, it shouldn't be pivoted in the middle. It still is though. It's definitely still pivoting in the middle, flipped over. So it's still bent. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely still got a bend in it. It's not very much. I mean, it's really close. I think I might give this one more shot. How much time's on this? 26. You know what? Let's try to give it one more shot. Put my things on the ground. I don't know if I'm not just going to mess it up now, because it's pretty close, but it is still pivoting in the middle when I pivot it. So this should be enough to hold that up. That's pretty straight. Okay. We want to get this. This is not leaned down enough. I had it higher. Let's go up one more board here. Smash into my measuring setup, I see. Tighten that down. So I need a little bit of travel on this. So 0 right now is 10. So when I return it, it should be 10. So we pull it away. When I go back to 0, that's not going to help me. Because that's going to bottom out. There's not enough travel there. How can I set, let me think about this. How can I set it so that when I bring it back, I gotta think about this for a second. You know, I guess I could measure something pushing on. I don't have enough travel in this indicator to do this. And I think I'm working too fine. This one, I can't connect it very easily right now. So I don't have anything to screw into it. So plenty more travel on that. What I could do is I could mic it. I love it when I don't have my batteries in my mic. I could mic it. So, in theory, I could just mic it like this. See how much it's traveling for, and I can zero that. Go to inches, check it for repeatability. Not very repeatable. Okay. I'm pushing at 100 thousandths right now. Let's go a little bit more and then we'll see where it flexes back to. Let's see where that is. About 110 thousandths. Let's let it off. Let's see what happened. Jesus. Well, that's telling me it moved quite a bit. think we're going to check it one more time. It's telling me it moved quite a bit. I'm kind of losing my bearings on it. It's like zeroing in around 9. I think it moved a lot. So from the movement standpoint, it's totally bearing on the bench. Let's try the flip over. Still definitely pivoting on that center. Feels like it's rubbing, but it's definitely still pivoting there. Let's check it against the other one and see what we got. Because it looked like on the mic that it moved quite a bit. I'm checking it against a wooden edge, but flip that over. There's no shit on it. Other than the normal everyday dings and glue. I should have stoned this. I mean, I can feel nicks on it. I'm almost going to think that plus or minus 3 was probably close as it was going to get just because of nicks on it and shit. Hopefully it's not the other way now. So let's check the center. 15, 18, 21, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So let's check 3000s at this thing here. Nope, not even close. Nope, nope. All right, so where 3 would go in, it won't. Let's look at the ends and see if we made it go the other way. Hopefully not. Nope, 3 doesn't go in here, so that's good. Let's go less. So it's less than 3. Five, 4, 3. Let's try 2. I can get 2000s through in one spot, right here. It's tight, but it will not go through anywhere else. There's one spot, and I still can't get it there, right there. Right there, I can get 2000s through. And a matter of fact, if I pushed, if you look at this, guys, so 2000s goes through right here. Just set my finger on there, and it holds it. So there's that little, just setting my finger on it. Let's go less than 2. So 1.5 thou. Let's try 1.5 thou and see if that will go through anywhere else. So it sticks here. 1.5 thou goes through tight at the arrow. And I don't have to put much pressure on it to get it to stick. 1.5 thou goes through there. Sticks there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing. 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 Still not going in. Nothing, still sticking. I think, guys, we're under. Goes in a little bit there, but sticks. I think we're under 1.5 thou. Well, now it goes through here, and catches there. Catches at the end. So, oh, catches a little bit there. There is a little spot right here where it goes through. I think we're plus or minus 1.5 thou right now. Let's check it down here. Nope. Nope. Does go through right here. Barely. Sticking. Goes through a little bit here. Sticks at the end. Sticks. Won't go through there. I think we're plus or minus 1.5 thou now. I think that's plenty good. I think that's way good. So, again, I kind of got a little bit lucky because I wasn't able to use the dial indicators. Now, looking down it right now, I don't know if I can give you guys this view. I'm going to try. I'm going to take you out of the tripod and try and give you this view. Looking down it right now, it looks straight. Let's see if I can get you out without turning off the thing. All right, so hopefully there's no parallax here. I'm going to get you to look down the edge here, and I want to do it without parallax. Where's the camera? Okay, there's the camera. So I want to get it kind of straight on. So when I look with my eye, I used to be able to see the bend in the middle. I can't now. It's straight. So I think, and just from the feel of gauges, it looks like we got this one within 1.5 thou. Let's do the level check. Make sure that they're both still reading the same. If they are, I think we just hit a home run here. So let's do this. Get these lined up. Wonder if, yeah, they're just enough out of level so that you can see the space on the right. And I'm just going to put you back in the tripod for 1 second, and then we're going to flip it end to end for end. And we want to get this right in the back in the same spot. So I'm just going to put a... Jesus. Ugh. We want to get the bubbles lined up right here in the same spot so you can see that they're reading the same there. Just going to spin them around. Hopefully in the same orientation. Make sure that I don't know if we're in the same exact spot on the bench. It's pretty close though. So we should get so I can tell my bench is twisted a little bit because if I turn it like this, I get a little bit different reading. Let me put you straight down on top of that just so you can see. And again, this is a brand spanking new one, and this is the one I've been straightening. So on an 8-foot level, they look to be reading exactly the same both directions. So, in summary here, it looks like it worked. Plus or minus 1.5 thou. So, get you guys down here. Looks like victory. Looks like we saved the big one here, the good one. I would love to know. There's a high spot in the bench right here. I can feel it. Now, hopefully, if I put this one over there, I can feel the same thing. But a little bit. It's really close. It is definitely. It's really close. This one's telling me the bench is more flat. This one's telling me that I kind of have a little bit of a high spot right here, but they're really close. And that this twisting motion like this can see that 1/1000. You can see 1/1000 and a half. You put this right here and go like this. It's pivoting over here. Put this one right in that same spot and go like this. It's pivoting right here. That 1/1000 and a half, it's showing that. And that's predicated on the fact that this one's straight. So I think that we get these two jointed to within 1/1000 and a half. That's way good enough to call this level a straight edge now for what I do. So thanks for hanging out with me for almost 2 hours. Appreciate the watch. Hopefully you learned something. I mean, you didn't learn much about dial test indicators and putting a setup here on the bench. That didn't work out great. You learned a little bit from luck because I didn't really have a good way of testing deflection versus rebound. I mean, I could have set something up. Maybe if I screwed stuff into the bench and used a different indicator. There's one over here somewhere. You know, used, instead of a test indicator or just a regular dial indicator, I had a lot more travel on that. I could have used that instead. But overall, I guess creeping up on it worked because, you know, when you get 1/1000 and a half feeler gauge sticking in there, and trust me when I tell you, this ding, I don't know if you're looking down enough, but this ding in the top right here is more than 1/1000 and a half. I can feel it with my finger. You know, that's more than 1/1000 and a half. When I feel down the bottom of this, there's a ding right here that I can catch my thumb on. That's more than 1/1000 and a half. Just the dings, and there's another one right here. That's a dent. Wow, you can probably see, it's from where it sits on the truck. It's a dent. That dent is probably 50 thousandths right here. That dent's at least 50 thousandths. So, you know, this dent right here where my thumb is at least 30 thousandths. You know, so there's some huge dings in this from being used over the years. It's a huge ding right here. I can catch my finger on. I think it, oh. That's way more than 1/1000 and a half. There's dirt on this that's probably that. So I think we got it pretty close. You know, it's still reading level, and it reads level repeatable side to side. So it is still a level, and it's kind of a straight edge too now. I mean, they are reading identical. Both of these right now are reading dead nuts, you know, center bubble. So it's still level, and now it's a straight edge again. So at least straight enough for what I do. It is funny, just the way it's sitting on the bench. You know, I can feel discrepancy in the bottom just from where it's sitting on the bench. You know, obviously this bench isn't dead flat. But yeah, they're both reading perfect. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And hopefully you learned something. I don't know what I learned. I learned I got lucky. Creep up on it. You'll figure out a way to do it. And it saved a, you know, in the case of this one, you know, this level's about 120 bucks, but this one's much more expensive level. So we saved a level where it can still be a straight edge when you're marking a piece of, you know, sheet goods or something like that. But thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a great day.